Last 4th of July, I drove up from Tampa to visit my old college buddy, James, who was doing a summer internship in Savannah. I crashed on his pull-out couch in a historic district apartment. The first night was normal. The next day, we were exploring the riverfront when I saw him, a man in a full, pristine tuxedo, complete with a bow tie, shuffling slowly along the cobblestones. His movement was wrong, stiff, disconnected. The bustling tourists flowed around him like water around a stone. An instinctual alarm bell rang. I grabbed James's arm. "Let's not cross here," I said. We took a longer route. I remarked how his clothes were too clean, too formal for a homeless person. James agreed it was off. We put it out of our minds. An hour later, on a different street several blocks away, we saw him again. The same man, the same unnerving shuffle. How did he get ahead of us? We shrugged it off as a bizarre coincidence. The next night, after a ghost tour, we were in a packed square full of bars and restaurants. A crowd surged toward us, and there he was, moving against the current in the middle of the throng. His pace was unchanged, a slow, deliberate shamble, while everyone else walked with purpose. Two people bumped right into him and didn't even glance his way. It was like he was a glitch in the scene. He turned his head, and for a split second, his eyes met mine. Then he was gone, down a shadowed alley. James and I stared at each other, speechless. The coincidence was now impossible. That night, back at James's place, I was woken by a faint tap, tap, tap on the window. I peered through the blinds. At the end of the alley, a figure in a dark suit turned a corner, glancing back once. My own story is about the violation of the one place you should feel safe: home. I live alone in a quiet suburban house. I'm a creature of habit. Work from home, gym at night, solitude. That's why the small inconsistencies took time to register. It began with a faint thud from the kitchen around 2 a.m. I dismissed it. The next morning, the back door handle felt loose. Then I woke to my phone nearly dead, though I'd plugged it in. I told myself I'd knocked the charger out, but doubt had been seated. I started listening in the dark. A few nights later, I found dried, smudged footprints on the mudroom tile. They were faint, as if someone had tried to wipe their feet. My blood went cold. I examined the back door and saw fresh, fine scratches around the deadbolt. I called a locksmith and had the whole mechanism replaced, claiming it was faulty. That night, I barricaded the door with a kitchen chair. I was jolted awake just before 4 a.m. by a soft, probing tap, tap, tap on my bedroom door. Not a knock, an exploration. I didn't breathe. After an eternity, it stopped, and I heard slow footsteps pad away. In the morning, the chair was in place, but the brand new deadbolt was unlocked. The reality was inescapable. Someone had a key or knew how to pick the lock from inside. I called the police. They found no signs of break-in and suggested I'd sleptwalked. I knew I hadn't. That night, armed and with every light blazing, I heard a faint noise from the basement. The basement door, which I always kept shut, was slightly ajar. A wave of primal dread washed over me. I crept over and peered through the crack into the darkness below. Halfway down the steps, a darker shape stood motionless. I slammed the door, sprinted to my car, and called 911. This time, they found him. He was barefoot, disheveled, and silent. They led him out in handcuffs. The police later told me they'd found a nest behind the furnace, empty wrappers, a water bottle, and a phone charger. He'd been living down there. The true horror, however, came days later. I was scrolling through my camera roll and found a photo I never took. It was a picture of me, asleep in my bed, time-stamped 3:14 a.m. from the night my charger was pulled. He'd used my own phone. Security isn't a lock. It's the illusion that no one is watching. These stories remind us that the world holds pockets of profound unease. If they gripped you, please show some support. A like goes a long way in helping win winds of thought bring more of these narratives to light. What would you have done differently in any of these situations? Let's talk below.